The Asian American Pacific Islander Nurses Association of Nevada presents Healthy Mondays with AAPINA of Nevada. Start the week healthy and right with interesting conversations on living a healthy lifestyle. And now, your Healthy Mondays host, Dr. Mary Faye Axon Armstrong.
Aloha! Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pakikinig sa Healthy Mondays with AAPINA of Nevada. Good evening. I'm yours truly, Dr. Mary Faye Axon Armstrong, founding president of Asian American Pacific Islander Nurse Association of Nevada, and also professor at Roseman University College of Nursing. So, it's Monday again, and welcome to Healthy Mondays. Ang ating focus this month is Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. So this is the last Monday of May. So I wanted to highlight tonight about our organization, Asian American Pacific Islander Nurse Association of Nevada. We are a state chapter of our national AAPINA. So I wanted to share with you the history of our AAPINA National. So on January 1992 in Washington, D.C., 100 minority nurses were invited to the first Invitational Congress of Minority Nurse Leaders, and that is sponsored by the Division of Nursing, Office of Minority Health, and the United States Department of Health and Human Services Public Health Service. And at this meeting, the Asian American Pacific Islander nurses met, and at that moment, they formed a new national organization, which is now Asian American Pacific Islander Nurses Association, or in short, AAPINA. Fast forward, the AAPINA National has now, I just recently found out, we have now 4 chapters, being that AAPINA of Hawaii is the first state chapter, then AAPINA of North Carolina, and followed by us, AAPINA of Nevada. And recently, AAPINA Korea chapter has now been formed. So we're praying and hoping that New York will step up to the plate and we will have an AAPINA of New York. So I'm counting on that from someone who is about to finish his PhD degree. So tonight, I wanted to highlight our organization, and I brought in with me some great friends and nursing colleagues, and who are the power and action behind AAPINA of Nevada. First, I wanted to welcome Dr. Ray Serafika, who is our current president-elect, and Dr. Cici Fernan, who is our current treasurer. Dr. Sarah Borines, one of our founding members, is representing our secretary, Dr. Kay Fontanilla. Welcome, guys. It's great to see you guys again. Aloha.
Hi, thanks for bringing us in.
Yeah, so each of you I'd like to pull out all your expertise in each one of you in this conversation. So AAPINA of Nevada, we were formed in March 30, 2018. And I wanted to show you a photo of our first meet and greet in 2018. Very successful meet and greet that we have. Collaboration of all of the School of Nursing in the Valley, UNLV, University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and Nevada State College, where Cici and Sarah are teaching, and of course, Dr. Ray of Africa with UNLV, as well as Roseman University of Health Sciences. So as you can see, mga kababayan and listeners out there, we represent all of the schools of nursing. We are molding and teaching our future nurses. So, and fast forward, and COVID-19, this global pandemic, is not going to stop us from reaching with each other and reaching our young generation. So as you can see in the photo, we're going to show that we had decided to convert our meet and greet for the year of 2020 into a virtual meet and greet. You can see all of the faces in that photo. Oh, and part of our mission and vision is reaching out to our community. So our first community outreach in Rio, the health fair in collaboration with ACDC, as you can see also in our photo there. Collaboration with Roseman University students, with Nevada State College students, with UNLV students. We also have at least a couple of students from Chamberlain College of Nursing as well. And also our health fair in 2019, last year, at San Martin. And our collaboration, UNLV again, Nevada State College, and uh, Nevada State College, College of Southern Nevada. And I wish that we have Dr. Andrew Reyes to also speak of our affiliation with the University of the Philippines Nurses Alumni Association. Our photo here to show that we had supported their annual annual conference here in the Treasure Island here in Las Vegas. Okay, well, we also have our first cruise, and I wanted to ask Dr. Serafika to speak of our first cruise conference.
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Axon Armstrong. Yes, we have a very successful AAPINA cruise conference where we showcase the works of our scholars in the field of research, education, and practice. So we were able to have, although it was a small conference, we were able to disseminate all the latest research about what the AAPIs are doing in their community, what they're doing in academia, and what they're doing in practice. We had world-renowned guest speakers, Dr. Inouye from Hawaii came, who is one of the founding members of the APINA National, and also Dr. Nada Lukahatay of Johns Hopkins, who delivered a very interesting keynote topic. And we enjoyed the conference. We didn't, we did not only learn a lot, but also we were able to develop that network and the relationship that we build, not only from the APINA of Nevada members, but also from we have folks that came from California, so we were able to and from Arizona, so we were able to connect with those nurses, and hopefully when we do our next conference, then we will be able to have more folks joining in, be it virtually, be it face to face. Who knows what's gonna happen in the near future? But we are going to pursue this scholarship conference because it's one way really to connect and have that fellowship with other AAPI nurses in our community and in other states.
Thank you, Dr. Serafika. So if you are just joining us tonight, our Healthy Mondays with the AAPINA of Nevada, you're probably wondering, hey, I am expecting to hear about health. Well, I am a strong advocate of mind, body, and spirit. It is a holistic view of looking at someone's health, that we're not only targeting your physical needs, we're also targeting your spiritual needs and also your emotional needs. So being and belonging to an organization such as ours is part of your health, especially for our nursing students, especially in the midst of the end COVID-19 with global pandemic. We are confined in our home. We are confined in our home. We still have to work. Some of us are still able to work. And then now we were just talking about how we seem to be healthier staying at home, because now we have more time to really look at eating healthy. As when we are not confined in our home and we're so busy, we'll just buy, fast foods. And so we are at the time of our lives where we can look at ourselves and see, what are the things that I have been doing so busy running around that I can make a difference for myself. So having said that, I wanted to also talk about our nursing students, our two SNA Student Nurse Association that has been formed. One is with Roseman University SNA, we call them RUSNA, and recently under the leadership of Dr. Kay Fontanilla at CSN, College of Southern Nevada, she was able to form a CSN SNA. And as you can see on the photo, they have their first community outreach in the midst of COVID-19, where they had collected a lot of supplies and equipment and had delivered it to one of our local hospitals. So kudos to you, Dr. Kay Fontanilla, and also CSN officers, CSN SNA officers, for reaching out to our community. And this is how we want our nursing students to be, looking at the needs of the community besides studying, besides working for their degree. So the next one that I wanted to talk about is our mentoring program. And so it's very timely that we have both Dr. Cici Fernan and Dr. Sarah Barines to speak of our mentoring program that we had started. I think we had started it from the very beginning, and then we're moving fast forward and we are fine tuning it. And now we're hoping that we can gather all of our experience, AAPINA of Nevada members, and match them with our nursing students. So go ahead, Dr. Fernan and Dr. Barines, and the floor is yours.
Okay. Okay. So I'll go ahead, Zara. So I was really interested and was very excited about this organization because AAPINA is of, by, and for AAPI nurses, so that our interests and issues, particularly on existing health disparities, can actually be tackled in a more organized way, and we can go out there in the community and be able to help. So our community outreach programs are intentionally targeting AAPI population and the problems. But then aside from that, we also highlight the successes and the accomplishments of our AAPI nurses. And so in relation to that, then is the recognition that we do have AAPI nurses who are considered experts in their field. And then at the same time, we do have that part of the organization, a very important component of the organization, which are actually our students who will be our future nurses in Las Vegas. So taking that into consideration, we thought of the importance of mentoring, so that this is a very important initiative of our organization, so that our experienced nurse members can then help guide the less experienced nurses. So this is a learning and a supportive relationship that will make the mentor and the mentee develop their strength, and as well as expand their experiences. So our mentoring program started last year, and it is an ongoing long-term relationship where the mentor and the mentee agrees to agree with their roles, and then also with the set goals to be achieved. We do have an ongoing one, and we have and this year we're trying to expand that. So we will going to be reaching out to more of our members so that we will know what their specialties are, and then we can match what our students need, so that we can have a more intentional, more targeted mentoring program. Zara, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, sure. So this is Sarah. I just would like to give you a heads up. Why are we, doing mentoring? Basically, my background is I have my doctoral project, for my doctoral degree. The best thing that I did was I did a mentoring program. So this mentoring program that I did, I really did work so hard with it. I implemented it. That's why I have an idea on how it looked like. So it is exactly what we had. The structure that we did with Dr. Fernan was exactly the same way that we did in the hospital setting. As I said, I was successful in implementing a mentorship program in the emergency department situation. So what we did with Dr. Fernan, we tailored it in the needs of the students and also the new nurses. Because at this point, we're only not catering, we're not only catering new nurses, but also both ways they are like us. the older members, not really older, the more experienced nurses are there, and the students. So we have three population in this organization. So what we did with Dr. Fernandez, we identified mentors, which we identified as we the experienced nurses are the mentors at this point. And then we also take care of our students who identified what specialty do they want to be, and then we paired it with us. So actually, we have now an active mentorship program in AAPINA. And then we also have new members, like new nurses that basically graduated last year that join us as well. So we also encourage them that this mentorship program is one of the gifts that we could have in this organization, because all of our professors are in different kinds of specialties. So just like Dr. Serafika with the like psych, Dr. Fontanella with the more of ICU, me as an ER, Dr. Fernan is more of maternal newborn, Dr. Armstrong is more of community, Dr. Andrew Reyes is also like more of psych. So everybody, all of us, and the rest of the AAPINA founding members and the uh, like officers has its own specialty. So we take that advantage. We already have it. So what we did, we pair with the students. So actually we're supposed to be have three steps. So we already did our pairing. So we did that last year. So each and every one of us as AAPINA members has its own mentee. So we created that relationship before. We just have to go back, because the second step supposed to be after the introduction and pairing and knowing with the mentee and mentors. The second step is about collaboration now. So what part of your like being in the nursing journey, what part of it needs to be mentored? So we could be talking about your skills, we could be talking about your attitude, knowledge. So we have it. So all you have to do is to reach out to us. So we're gonna go collaborate with our mentees again, because with this COVID, there was a little bit of distance of what happened, because everybody is doing their own thing. So what we have to do in the second step, we should supposed to be collaborating with our mentee. We talk to them, how are they? What are the things that we could add on in our mentorship program? And at the end of the year, supposed to we should be meeting again and elaborate what was the takeaways from the mentorship program. But before we implemented this, we already have some successful mentorship programs in our own job. So CC Fernan was able to implement mentorship at Nevada State College. So she was the one who initiated it, and I am in the clinical site as well. So as we go along, we're gonna go make sure that we're gonna go tailor it from time to time. We're gonna go polish it in such a way that it would be meaningful for both the mentees and the mentors. So
Yeah, thank you,
that is
Dr. Thank you, Dr. Barinas and Dr. Fernan. So that's a lot more. I know that we can go on and talk about the mentorship program that we have. And I just wanted to point out that when we met, some of the things that we heard from our nursing students, specifically our members of the APINA of Nevada, during our virtual 2020 meet and greet, three words, and that was touched upon between Dr. Fernan and Dr. Barinas: engagement. They said that APINA of Nevada, we asked them, if you are going to mention APINA of Nevada to the community or anyone that you're talking to, give us one word or two words to describe APINA of Nevada. And engagement came up, collaboration came up, and also the last word that you mentioned, not mentorship, but being meaningful engagement, meaningful collaboration, because it just so happened that the 10 founding members of APINA of Nevada are passionate about helping our community, helping each other, and also helping our future nurses. So I just wanted to point out, eventually I'm going to go right into Dr. Sarafika to talk about another exciting event and initiative that APINA of Nevada is going to um, a new endeavor that we have. So I just wanted to share with you our strategies. You know, being the current president for 2018 to 2020, we have four that we are focusing right now. One is identifying our AAPI community needs. And how are we going to identify them? We are going to identify them through research. A lot of us are involved in research studies, and in so many ways, identifying prevalent chronic illnesses among the AAPI population. Also, education. As we are teaching our nursing students, we are also learning from them. We are also learning their needs. Also, practice. And some of us are nurse practitioner, and then during our practice as a nurse practitioner, we are identifying those AAPI needs. The second strategy that we have is creating opportunities for serving the AAPI community. And how are we going? How are we doing that? Through involvement with health fairs. We had recently got involved with the Thai community and providing health uh, assessment, our body mass index, and also blood pressure screening. We also have our health survey, and eventually we'll gather together and look at that health survey and see what are the prevalent identified um, men- medical diagnoses that we are facing with all of our community who are coming and attending our health fairs. We also have our Healthy Mondays. So here you are, you're listening to us and bringing you a lot of information that can keep you healthy. Also, our healthy blogs. We do have a Facebook page, which is Asian American Pacific Islander Nurse Association of Nevada. Once in a while, one of us would post some information about resources out in the community. And our third strategy is to facilitate and promote networking and collaborative partnership. Our first community partner, ACDC, as you can see in our photo there, that was our first tour of the facility that they have in Jones Boulevard, looking at the possible community clinic, which is still ongoing. Let me see, partnership with other organizations who serve AAPI population. As you notice, AAPI, Asian American Pacific Islander. So we are missing that Pacific Islander. So I looked up and look at the website and say, who are the existing Pacific Islander organization? And I found Ms. Dorinda Burnett, who is the president of the Las Vegas Civic Club. And I had her with Ms. Margie Gonzalez, who is the chairwoman for the Asian American Pacific Islander Community Commission. She was the chairwoman, and so I had both of them speak of about AAPI community here in Las Vegas. And lastly, but not the least, is influencing health policy through individual and community actions. And I have a photo here where ACDC had invited me to a meet and greet with Kamala Harris. I think she's running for president, and also our Senator Jackie Rosen. And I was talking about, if you can see, I was so passionate about with my hand, and I was asking at that moment, I remember I was asking Senator Jackie Rosen, well, I represent the AAPI of Nevada. What can you do for our students? We have a lot of students who wants to be nurses, but you know, going to nursing program is very costly. So what can you do for our young generation? How can you get them to be nurses? Not only by being nurses, but also how can you get them to be CPAs? How can you get to be lawyers? So she spoke of her initiative of what she can do for our young generation scholarship. So this is a great segue of having Dr. Ray Serafika speak of our scholarship program that is going to uh, take its flight. It's still uh, in the process. So go ahead, Dr. Serafika.
Thank you again, Mary Faye. So, this scholarship is a work in progress. So, we are going to start with the drafting of the scholarship. And a little bit of history, this is coming from a private citizen who's attracted to AAPINA of Nevada, and he believes in our mission and goals. And also with the pandemic, with all the seriousness of the financial distress of pandemic, we would like to create a scholarship for our AAPINA of Nevada students to help them a little bit with expenses in school. So the scholarship is like twofold. One is to help them out. You know, the cost of living, the tuition fees, the books are all skyrocketing right now. And also for them to, the second one is for them to kind of rethink about what the future holds for them in terms of what do they really want to be after graduation. We all know that 80 to 90% of our graduates on the BSN level will work in the hospital setting. So they will be, you know, the basic frontliners of nursing. And we know that. But this scholarship is unique because it will give the recipient a way to think about what will happen after I've done the hospital work already. Time to go to graduate school. So through this scholarship experience, we were able to instill that experience with them. So scholarships will be three different types. We have the scholarship for future researchers, scholarship for future educators, and the scholarship for future practitioners. So each of these category, we know that, you know, we don't just want to promote the practice side, but we also need future nurse researcher. We also need to have future educators, which is always a shortage. So by creating this scholarship, the recipient will be able to, similar to the mentoring process, but we'll be able to partner with the faculty that we will assign to do some mentoring. In that way, when they are ready to go back to grad school, then they already experience a little bit of education experience, for example, by shadowing that particular faculty, or a little bit of the practice experience by shadowing a practitioner that's also a member of AAPINA of Nevada, and also with the research, which is really important. So again, you know, we are still drafting the criteria, the logistics, the documentation, and what the future outcomes would look like. It is very, very exciting. This is like a jump start scholarship. We would like to create it and give it in with in mind that we will have more donors in the future that will be attracted to this kind of scholarship, because it's not the same as like what the other scholarships are giving. The other scholarships are saying, you know, you need to accomplish this and you need to accomplish this before we will give you the scholarship. This is not based on GPA. This is more on the needs and the progression of the students to their nursing degree. We want to have future nurses, but at the same time, we want to have future nurse leaders who will specialize in the field of research, who will specialize in the field of education, and who will specialize in practice area. So exciting times for AAPINA of Nevada, because I think this is unique. This is not what the AAPINA National is giving away for years, and I think the donor has increased his funding, so we will be able to create 6 scholarships for this year. So stay tuned. Very, very exciting. I'm going to work with the Education Scholarship Committee to draft the criteria and the requirements for this scholarship to so that we can start giving this away to our AAPINA of Nevada students.
Thank you, Dr. Serafika. It is truly exciting times. for AAPINA of Nevada. Just so you know, mga kababayan and listeners, we now have, the last count is that we have 154 active members. So we wanted to keep all of our members, our students who have just graduated. We're going to reach out to them and come back and give back to the community and give back to the organization. And so they have been, I have some who would email me and said, hey, Dr. A, I just passed my NCLEX board exam and I'm now working. So AAPINA of Nevada is really a networking platform for all of our students, because among us, we are affiliated with a lot of organizations and institutions and hospitals. We can mentor our students, and somebody mentioned about encouraging them to pursue higher education. Do not stop with your bachelor's. You can go on for your master's, you can go on for your doctorate, and here are the 10 founding members who can walk them through that. You know, if they have any questions, they can reach out to us, call us, email us, text us, and say, I'm interested to do this. And so, wow, time flies when we're having fun. So I just wanted to also reach out to our communities out there who are interested in supporting our organization, Asian American Pacific Islander Nurse Association of Nevada. If you want to give us some funds for our scholarship, we welcome that. If you want to help us with our fundraising, you want to sponsor a student, and you know, as a single mother when I was in undergrad school, and of course I have to apply for a student loan. And to my surprise, the financial aid person was saying like, "Hey, Mary Faye, you have an extra 1,000 because somebody had created a scholarship for single mom." And so I was so glad, you know, 1,000 is 1,000. It may not pay my 80,000 a year tuition fees for the undergrad, but it is $1,000. So I'm reaching out to our communities out there. If you are interested to help us and to be part of our initiative, you can email us at AAPIANA, oh, wait, APINA NV at gmail.com. APINA at gmail.com. You can also reach us to our Facebook page, Asian American Pacific Islander Nurse Association of Nevada. So I always ask my guests to give our listeners out there, our mga kababayan, especially those who are thinking about going to nursing school, give us some between Dr. Fernan, Dr. Serafika, Dr. Barines, give us some words of wisdom for our listeners out there. We can start with Sarah. Oh, you want to unmute yourself? Yes.
There you go. Yes, I am unmuting myself right now. So, word of wisdom for me, it's a COVID, pandemic. We know that. My only advice for you guys, we have to go back to your self-care. Self-care for me is very crucial because if you will not take care of yourself, who else will? Good evening, everyone. Dr. Z.
Hey, wait a minute. I forgot to show our listeners that we are just not work, work, work. We also have fun. So I wanted to show you a picture.
I forgot about that part.
Yes.
I was ready to talk about that, but you did not mention about it.
Yeah, we're running out of time next time. But I wanted to show you a photo of ours during our last Christmas party. Well, we had a Christmas party in 2018 with all of us wearing red. So now, Dr. Fernan, do you want to give words of wisdom to our listeners out there?
Well, we all know that we are, as nurses, we are very high risk to compassion fatigue. And so it is very important that for those people who are providing care for others, must also attend to their own self-care for their health, for wholeness, and for well-being. So, this is an important part of how we should also be taking care of others. We have a moral obligation to take care of ourselves so we can take care of others.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, last but not the least, Dr. Serafika.
Oh, I am almost nothing more to add because Dr. Fernan and Dr. Marinas have already mentioned, but I just want to add, like, for our nursing students who are listening right now, and I think I've mentioned this in the past, like, you are now the nurses of your own home. So, please take care of your loved ones. Please follow what the CDC guidelines are telling us. Listen to the experts. When you make recommendations or suggestions to family members and relatives who are asking questions, make sure it's evidence based, and think about your own safety, so you can actually take care of others as well.
There you have it. Thank you. Thank you to our guests tonight. And so also we wanted to thank PHLV Radio for continuing to be our partner in reaching out to our community, not only in Las Vegas, but beyond. And so I just wanted to add that I have tried the Fire TV Stick, and now you can view all our broadcasts on the television set through the PHLV radio channel. So exciting times, thank God for this advanced technology. Even though we are confined in our homes, we can still reach out to each other. So remember, mga kababayan, listeners out there, remember, every Monday is a healthy Monday. Aloha.
Bye.
The Asian American Pacific Islander Nurses Association of Nevada has just brought you Healthy Mondays with AAPINA of Nevada.